Who lost the most amongst Avengers in the MCU is an argument that has never been agreed upon for a few reasons. Whether fans think certain losses would be more impactful in their own lives or they have favorite characters, we're here to lay out everything these leading candidates have lost and how it stacks up to the losses the others have had. Before I get into listing off everything these characters have lost, I'll introduce the Avengers in question. We have Thor, Wanda, SpiderMan, Shuri, and StarLord. Not only will how much they each lost determine who lost the most, what they gained and what they currently have will play a part in it as well. Let's get into it and begin with Thor. He lost his mother, father, brother 3 times, Jane, his love, Heimdall, his best friend, the Warriors 3, Hela, his sister, Asgard, half his people, and Mjolnir. Thor experienced all but the Warriors 3 die in front of his eyes, most times not being able to do anything about it. Everything Thor had for 1500 years he lost. Some would argue that he had enough time to be with them, but others would argue that his connection was extremely deep with all those he lost after that long. On top of all that, he blamed half the universe being wiped out on himself for 5 years. Thor did gain a bit though, as he now has a daughter, Love, the Guardians of the Galaxy, who he's not currently with anymore, New Asgard, where he gave up the crown and doesn't live anymore either, Stormbreaker, which Love is now wielding, Valkyrie, and Korg. Thor still has his brother Loki, but an older, wiser version of him. They haven't gone through as much together, and Thor doesn't know about his existence. He still has a daughter, the Avengers, or what's left as Stark and Cap are out, Valkyrie, Korg, and Mjolnir. Next is Wanda, who lost her parents at a young age, which is arguably more traumatic since she had nobody to help her as she grew older. Her brother, Vision, her husband 3 times, her kids were not real, but real to her as she created a life with them and see them in her dreams every night. Her home, sanity, and Avengers for now. Wanda had to kill Vision the first time and then wipe Vision and her kids out of existence in WandaVision. She also had to watch Vision die the other time right in front of her by Thanos seconds after killing him with her own hands. Wanda really gained nothing except a fresh start and her sanity back after she destroyed the Darkhold. What she still has are the Avengers, likely in the future, as well as Strange and Clint, who probably still care. Strange knows what she did, but I won't assume Clint does. The next Avenger in question is SpiderMan, who also lost quite a bit. At such a young age, he lost his parents and uncle, who aren't shown in the MCU, Aunt May, Tony, who was a father figure to him, Happy, who grew to be a close friend, best friend Ned, girlfriend MJ, his home, and the Avengers because we are meant to believe they don't have any knowledge of who Peter is. What Spider-Man gained was a fresh start, which he didn't need or want, but had to be done. And what he has is a new home, a rundown apartment, and possibly a few Avengers if the theories of the spell only impacting people of Earth is correct. Peter has absolutely no one, as the MCU wants us to believe, but it was his choice. He could have explained the situation to at least MJ, Ned, Happy, and or Doctor Strange, since they were all part of the ride and still in New York. Half the people he lost are still alive at least. Now we have Shuri, who lost her father, mother, and brother, who she thought she lost more than once. At times she lost her home, but it was never destroyed and she always came back. What Shuri gained was Ironheart, Black Panther's powers, a nephew, and an ally in Namor. What she still has is Wakanda, her home, everything she gained, and her close friends Okoye, Nakia, Io, and Anika. Final Avenger to look at is StarLord, who lost his mother at a young age, father, who he killed, Yondu, who was a father figure, Gamora, his girlfriend, his temper, arguably causing the events leading to the snap, and we'll have to wait and see in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 who else dies because the trailer is definitely leading in that direction. Quill gained Gamora from another universe, a sister, Mantis, extra Guardians for the time being, and the Avengers. What he still has is the Guardians, Avengers, and New Gamora, who doesn't love him. So to gather all the information, Thor lost everything he's had for 1500 years in front of his eyes, but also gained quite a bit that he still has. Wanda lost arguably just as much as Thor, some of them by her own hand, but really gained or has nothing. Spider-Man also lost a great deal, but a good portion of people he lost are still alive. Shuri lost many closest to her, but half of them she wasn't present for, while she is the only one of the 4 mentioned right now with a real home still. StarLord lost many important people closest to him, but like Shuri, still has a number of people he cares for and cares about him, alive and surrounding him. I think we can safely take StarLord and Shuri out of the top 3. So taking all that in, Wanda has to be the Avenger who lost the most in the MCU to this point. As number 2 and 3, that's up to you to decide between Thor and Spider-Man. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, subscribe for more every week.